Good morning, my dear students. How are you all doing? Yes, I'm doing good, thank you. So, my name is Nikta and I'm here to teach you English. So, today we are going to learn something about how to make a polite request. You all must be familiar with the word request. On a day itself, you might be making several requests, right? So, what makes a request polite? Before I tell you further about it, I am going to just give you an example. What if I tell Sam, give me a pen? How does that sound? Yes, it sounds a little rude. So now I am going to give you another example. Peter, close the door. How does that sound? Yes, that sounds rude. Yes, so how do I avoid that? I'll give you another example now. Sam, the same thing. I just want to borrow his pen. Okay. Sam, could I please borrow your pen? Does that make any difference? Instead of asking him, give me a pen, when I asked him, could I please borrow your pen? It made a huge difference, right? Yes, so this is what is the difference between direct request and a polite request. So, in order to be more professional, more well-mannered, you have to be polite when you are going to make a request. Okay, and I'm going to tell you about a few ways that you can actually use in order to be more polite, right? Yes, so the first example, like I already told you, instead of asking someone, give me a pen, you can ask them, could you please let me borrow your pen? Right? Could you please lend me a pen? Could you please let me open the door? Could you please open the door for me? Right? And instead of could you please, you can also ask them something like, would you mind doing me a favor? Would you mind sitting next to Leah? Would you mind opening the door? Would you mind shutting the window? Right? And is that the only way of asking, requesting in a polite way? No, it is not. There are multiple other ways. And another way to do that, can you tell me? Yes, may I? Just before you get into the classroom, if a teacher is teaching, you ask the teacher for permission. You request the teacher to let you in, right? You don't tell the teacher like, teacher, I want to enter the classroom. Do you tell it that way? No. You ask the teacher, may I enter the classroom? May I drink water? Right. Similarly, you can also use the word may I in order to request politely. Right? Yes, so that is also one way. Is there any other way? You can just discuss among yourself and tell me. Yes, you can also ask something like, is it possible to? Yes, very good. Is it possible for you to just switch off the fan? Is it possible for you to just lend me your book? Is it possible for you to read it out to me? Is it possible for you to help me with a pen? Is it possible for you to call me after some time? Yes, so this is how you make a request politely. So every day you will be in need of all of these words. Would you, could you please, is it possible, maybe, and other such words, right? So now I am going to divide you into several groups of 3 people each, okay, and I am going to give you a situation. So you are going to enact it out here. We are going to enact a role play where you will be making such polite requests. Is that clear to you? But before we start with that, just take out your book, workbook, and on that write 5 examples of polite requests. Yes. So I'll just give you some time to take your note and write a few polite requests. Yes, Leah, what have you written? Yes, could you please lend me your umbrella? Very good, dear, very good. Yes. And what have you written, Peter? Would you mind if I borrow your bicycle? Very good, dear, very good. So while Leah has used the phrase could you please, Peter has used would you. Very good. So now you are going to come here and act out a situation. The first one is going to be a school. Okay. The first team should enact a role play that happens at a school. Okay. You are going to request politely at a school. And the scenario for the second team is a railway station. You are going to come here and make a role play on the situation of a railway station. And who is going to come next? Okay, very good. So the topic for you is a park. Okay. Yes. So since we do not have time today, we'll add the whole role play in the next class. As your homework, you are going to list out 10 ways of requesting politely. Okay. So we'll meet in the next class. Thank you.